Crazy weather sticks around today again. High winds at times with the clouds, and I thought I was flying the drone fine, but then all of a sudden rain comes and then it stops, so I gotta find a dry period again. With that in mind, what did I read today? In terms of high winds and stuff like that, normally I guess you'd need a bigger drone, so apparently I guess Sony announced some new additions to its Airpeak drone. This one says, Drone Airpeak S1 for industrial purposes. Accurate flight and high precision capturing contribute to safe and efficient drone operations. Sony Group Corporation will release new products that can utilize professional use drone Airpeak S1 for industrial purposes. So what are these new products? According to this, it says new products consist of an RTK real-time kinematic kit that enables high precision positioning in degrees of centimeters, a battery pack that supports longer flight time, and the custom lightweight gimbal PX1 for Airpeak by Gremsy. Using these products with the Airpeak S1 will contribute to safe and efficient drone operations in a wide range of industries. So I guess it's kind of going away from just, for example, filmmaking in terms of that mindset. So what is the cost of all these new additions? Apparently the battery costs $399.99 US. The Gremsy gimbal is $3,999.99 US, and it says the real kinematic RTK kit for Airpeak S1 is $3,999.99 US. The drone hardware itself isn't cheap either. Then again, I guess with the announcement recently of the DJI Inspire 3 price being over like what, $12,000 or so, which one would you go for? I could imagine all that geopolitical stuff will play a factor. For example, some places are banning quote Chinese-made drones and all that. Since Sony's technically in Japan, will people choose this one over, let's just say, something like a DJI Inspire? And this was an interesting read. You've often heard a lot about laws in terms of restricting drone flights. How about, I guess, who gets to build the infrastructure and all that? This one says Dubai announces new drone airport laws. The laws will dictate standards for the use of drones in Dubai, as well as the entities responsible for overseeing how drones are used in the city. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, issued Law No. 10 of 2023, amending certain articles of Law No. 4 of 2020 that regulate the use of drones in Dubai with the aim of enhancing safety standards. For example, like here it says the new law also mandates the development of necessary infrastructure and provision of fuel and power supply for these airports. The new law stipulates that the Dubai Civil Aviation Authority, in coordination with other relevant authorities in Dubai, is responsible for several tasks. These include establishing and endorsing standards and criteria that are necessary for drone airports, approving engineering designs for both government and non-government use, as well as overseeing the implementation of these designs and plans for stations, facilities, and infrastructure. The DCAA is also mandated to issue completion certificates as long as the designs and plans comply with the Emirates' adopted urban planning requirements and traffic and transportation control procedures. The new law prohibits any individual from constructing infrastructure related to the operation of drones or drone airports or supplying fuel for drones without obtaining a license from the DCAA. The license will be issued in coordination with relevant entities and in accordance with the conditions and regulations adopted by the authority in this regard. Any provisions in other legislations that may conflict with the new law will be considered null and void. The new law will come into effect from the date of its publication in the official gazette. So they're really trying to control, I guess, everything in terms of production and the actual flight where you can operate too. And today here, there was actually a deadline of sorts where a lot of government employees that work for Canada Revenue, they handle things like the taxes, they're apparently going to go on strike, I think, because an agreement wasn't reached. Like this one says, strike deadline announced for 155,000 PSAC members. More than 155,000 PSAC members working for Treasury Board and the Canada Revenue Agency will begin strike action on April 19th if a deal cannot be reached by 9 p.m. ET April 18th, setting the stage for one of the largest strikes in Canada's history. Saying, quote, "We've made some progress at each of our 4 bargaining tables over the past 2 weeks, but we're still too far apart on several key issues, including wages that keep up with the cost of living, job security, and remote work languages." So today was technically the deadline per se, and it is tax season here too. So can you imagine that, where all these employees, they go on strike, no one's gonna get their, I guess, tax returns done in terms of getting it processed for things such as refunds, I would imagine would affect a lot of businesses that are relying on it. I finished my taxes a while ago, and a funny thought about this, remember that drone prize money I won? I actually had to claim part of that for taxes, because normally for something like a lottery here, you wouldn't have to do that, you just keep all the money. But because I won this competition and it's a quote prize for achievement, then again I have to claim it as income, so that's a little unfortunate. Some of the examples they gave are like Olympic athletes, where when they win a medal they also get some money. So with that money, since it's a prize for achievement, then they have to claim taxes on that in terms of their income. Always a way to get your money, huh? Alright, see you guys later.